Hello everyone. Today we are discussing the topic conversion of solid from one shape to another of the chapter 13 surface areas and volumes. Now the concept here is when you have a solid, you are melting it and recasting it into another shape of another solid. What happens is the radius or height, whatever the first solid was having, it will be changing when it has been recasted into another solid. But the main concept is the volume of the solid is not changed, is not altered. That means suppose I have a cylinder which is being melted and made into a cone. So what was the volume of the cylinder before melting will be the same as when it has been melted and recasted into another shape, that is cone. The volume will be remaining the same, and that is the thing which we are using in the problem solving of next exercise 13.3, in which you have this conversion type problems. Okay, starting with exercise 13.3. Question number 1 is a metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeter is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 centimeter. Find the height of the cylinder. So the radius of the sphere has been given, and this sphere has been melted and recast in the shape of a cylinder. Okay, and its radius is also given. That means the height which is unknown to you, you have to find out that. Now again the concept is same, that is the volume is not changing. That means volume of the sphere will be equal to the volume of the cylinder, and using that concept you can find out the height of the cylinder. Okay, so let the height of the cylinder be h centimeters. Now what is given? Given the radius of the sphere, we will take it as small r, equal to 4.2 centimeters, and radius of cylinder we will take it as capital R, which is given to be 6 centimeters. Okay, now what is the concept? Volume of the cylinder will be equal to volume of the sphere. That means what is the formula for volume of the cylinder? Pi r square h. So what we are taking is radius of the cylinder is taken as capital R, h is equal to volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is small r. Okay, so that you can replace the values correctly. Now again here, from here itself you can just cancel the pi in both sides and replace the value of capital R is 6. So 6 square into h is equal to 4 by 3. Here r is 4.2 the whole cube. So you will have h is equal to 4 by 3 into 4.2 into 4.2 into 4.2 divided by, here you have 36. Okay, and 36 comes in the denominator. Now this will become 9. That means with 3 you will get here 1.4. Again you have 2 3's here, 3 into 3. So 1.4 and 1.4, this will give you. And so in total you have h is 1.4 into 1.4 into 1.4. That is h is equal to 2.74. 2.74 centimeters. So this is the concept when the melting and recasting is occurring. The volume is not changing. Okay, volume of the cylinder will be equal to volume of the sphere. Clear? Question number 2 is metallic spheres of radii 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm respectively are melted to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of the resulting sphere. That means you have 3 metallic spheres of different radii and they are being melted to form a single solid sphere. So its radius will be different, bigger than these, right? That radius we have to find out. Again the concept is same, that is the volume of the resulting sphere will be same as the volume of all these three, that is sum of the volumes of all these 3 metallic spheres. Okay, that concept will give you the radius of the resulting sphere. So first let us suppose that the radius of the resulting sphere is r. Let the radius of the resulting sphere be r centimeters. Then what you have is, then the volume of the resulting sphere will be same as volume of the sphere with r is equal to 8 centimeter. Then volume, so sum of all these spheres, okay, volume of the sphere with radius, okay, this is 6 centimeter, then 8 centimeter, and the third one, volume of the sphere with radius 10 centimeters. Now we'll replace the formula for volume, that is volume normally is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So you have taken r as the radius, so we'll get 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to, now we'll replace the value of r in all these three respectively. So we'll get 4 by 3 pi, for the result, for this sphere it is 6 centimeters, so r can be replaced with 6 cube plus 4 by 3 pi 8 cube plus 4 by 3 pi 10 cube. 4 by 3 is common, taking out 4 by 3 pi is common, so that you will get 6 cube. Again, what is the cube of 6? It is 216 plus 8 cube is 512 plus 10 cube is 1000. Okay, so here you have 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to this, and this is common for both the things. So you are getting r cube is equal to 216 plus 512 plus 1000, and that means r cube is giving you the sum of these three as 1728. Now you have to see how you can represent 1728, that is as a cube of a number, so that you can find out radius easily. So you can just take the LCM process and find out three numbers. If you are getting a number thrice, you take it once, like that you will get the cube root of 1728, or else you can just write 1728 as it is 12 into 12 into 12. So r cube is 12 into 12 into 12, or 12 cube. That means you will get r to be 12. So the radius of the resulting sphere is 12 centimeters. Okay. Question number 3 is, a 20-meter deep well with diameter 7 meter is dug, and the earth from digging is evenly spread out to form a platform 22 meter by 14 meter. Find the height of the platform. So what they are saying is, there is a well. Again, you know that a well is in the shape of a cylinder like this. Okay, so this is the well. From here we are digging out the mud, and it has been made into a platform. So you can say that it will be in a cuboidal shape like this, whose length and breadth has been given. You have to find out the height of that platform. Okay, length and breadth is given, height you have to find out. So you can use the formula for cylinder and volume of the cylinder and volume of the cuboid in order to get the height of the platform. Okay, so that volume will be same, because the earth which has been dug out from the well has been placed there to form a platform. So the mud's quantity is same. Okay, that's why we are taking the volume concept to be same. So let the height of the platform be h meters. Okay, now what is given? A radius of the, this is given as well's diameter, so we have to find out the radius. Radius of the well will be equal to 7 by 2 or 3.5 meters, and you have the height also, that is height of the well or depth of the well is equal to 20 meter. That means first we will find out what is the volume of the well, or volume of the mud which has been dug out from the well. Okay, volume of earth dug out of the well will be same as volume of the cylinder. Now what is volume of the cylinder? Formula is pi r square h. Replace the values. Pi into r is here 3.5. 3.5 pi, again we can replace it with 22 by 7. 3.5 into 3.5 into h is 20. Now replacing this 3.5 as 35 by 10, we can just simplify it. Then here you will get 5, this is 2, and okay, this is 11. So it is 11 into 70, or you can say 770 meter cube is the volume of the earth which has been dug out of the well. Now you have to find out, or you have to find out the height, means you have to consider the volume of the platform. So again, volume of the platform will be same as volume of the earth dug out. Volume of the platform is same as volume of the, which one? Cuboid. So it is LBH, which is same as 770. Now what is L given as? 22 into 14, and H has been taken as H, so that this is equal to 770, which implies H is equal to 770 by 22 into 14. Now, so cancelling, you will get here, this is 2, here it is 110, then with 2 again, if you are cancelling 11, this is 55, again 5. So you are getting 5 by 2 here, which is 2.5 meters. That is, the height of the platform is 2.5 meters. Question number 4 is, a well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. The earth taken out of it has been spread evenly around, all around it in the shape of a circular ring of width 4 meter to form an embankment. Find the height of the embankment. Now you have a well, from there you are digging out the mud, and that earth has been spread evenly around the well. So if you have a well like this, okay, the embankment is formed here, okay, and that embankment will be in the form of a ring, okay. Now when it is in the form of a ring, you just see like this. I'm just showing that shape of that embankment form there. It will be like this. By here you have that well, okay, so it will be in the form of a circular ring. Now again, actually embankment means it is only a stoppage to the water flow, what is happening. Here it is only a blockage around the well, okay. Now again, the diameter of the well is given. The volume will be same. The diameter of the well is 3 meter, means the radius will be 3 by 2. And this will be acting as the inner radius of the embankment or the circular ring, okay. And the width of that embankment is given to be 4. That means the outer radius will be this inner radius plus 4. 3 by 2 plus 4 will give you the outer radius of the circular ring. So the volume of the well will be same as, or the volume of the earth dug out will be same as the volume of the ring. And the ring's formula is pi r square h, pi capital R square h minus pi small r square h. So these are your capital R and small r. And h we don't know, it will be having certain thickness also when that has been spread out. So that thickness is acting as that height, thickness in the sense like this, okay. So that you have to find out. So first start with what is the volume of the earth dug out from the well, okay. Volume of earth dug out from the well will be equal to, again it will be in cylindrical shape, so it is pi r square h, okay. What is given as pi r square h? For pi r square, radius is given to be 3 by 2. This is actually diameter, so you will substitute pi into 3 by 2 the whole square into depth is acting as the height, okay. So that is your 22 by 7 you can use, unless and until they have given some other value. So 22 by 7 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 14. So this will give you like, and here it is 11, so that you are getting 99 meter cube as the volume of the earth dug out from the well. Now again we will talk about the radius of the embankment. Okay, the embankment is in the shape of a circular ring. With inner radius. What will be the inner radius? Same as that of the radius of the well. Inner radius as 3 by 2 meters, which is given, and the outer radius will be 3 by 2 plus 4, which is 3 plus 8, 11 by 2 meters. Okay, so you have got small r and capital R for the embankment, or you can say the circular ring. Now this volume will be same as the volume of what you have got with the dugout portion of the well. Okay, so volume of the embankment will be equal to volume of the earth which has been dug out. Okay, now we will first take the height. Let h be the height of the embankment here, so that we can replace here. This can be taken as r1 h1. Okay, for the well, here we will take small r and capital R. Height of the embankment be h. Now what is the volume of the embankment you are getting? It is pi, again pi r square, capital R square h, minus pi small r square h is equal to volume of the earth is 99. Okay, now here you can take out pi, and h is also common. Height will be same, for the inner and outer are changing, but that thickness is same, so h is common. R square is again capital R square is 11 by 2 the whole square, minus 3 by 2 the whole square is equal to 99. Now what you are getting here? So now this will give you pi h into 121 by 2 minus 121 by 4 minus 9 by 4 is equal to 99. Pi h into this will give you 112 into 99. So pi h into, here you will have 28. Okay, 28 pi h is equal to 99. So what is h equal to? 99 by 28 pi, which is equal to 99 by 28 into 22 by 7. This will come up. Now this is how much you'll get? 11, 9, 2, again 7, and this will go, and you are getting 9 by 8, and 9 by 8 is same as 1.125 meters. So this is the height of the embankment. Therefore, the height of the embankment is equal to 1.125 meters. So for volume you have meter cube, and for height and all you have meters unit. Question number 5 is, a container shaped like a right circular cylinder having diameter 12 cm and height 15 cm is full of ice cream. The ice cream is to be filled into cones of height 12 cm and diameter 6 cm, having a hemispherical shape on the top. Find the number of such cones which can be filled with ice cream. So you have given a container is there, it contains ice creams, and you have to make some cones of ice creams which have its upper part as hemispherical shape like this. Okay, so cones. Now how many cones you can make? That is the question. Out of this much of ice cream, how many cones you can make? Okay, so for that what we need to do, let us take the number of cones be n, and number of cones, that is n into the volume of one cone, will be same as the volume of the total cylinder, or you can say right circular cylinder container which has been given. Okay, let n be the number of cones which can be filled with ice cream. That means then you have n into volume of one conical ice cream. One ice cream cone will be equal to volume of the cylinder or container. Okay, now we will find out what is the volume of the cylinder and volume of the cone, and you will get what is n equal to, because from this you will get n is equal to volume of the cylinder divided by volume of one cone. Okay, so let's start finding out what is the volume of each. So now volume of the cylinder, what are given for the cylinder? Its height is given and diameter is given. Diameter is 12 centimeters, so the radius is 6 centimeters. So volume of cylinder is pi r square h, so that you can replace it with pi, let it be like that, because both will have pi and it will get cancelled. So pi is kept as such. R will be 6 the whole square into h is given to be 15. 6 square, which is 36 into 15 pi. Now 36 into 15 will give you 540. So 540 pi centimeter cube is the volume of the cylinder, or volume of the ice cream contained in the cylinder, you can say. Okay. Then now you have to find out what is the volume of one cone. One ice cream cone. When you say cone, it is having a spherical shape also. Okay. Volume of one ice cream cone will contain the conical shape as well as the hemispherical shape. That means it will be the sum of the volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. Right? Now what is volume of the cone? 1 by 3 pi r square h plus volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. And r is same for both because it is like this. So this r is common for both and h is given, right? So here diameter was given to be 12 and this height was given to be 15, so that the radius has become 6, and here you have the height given to be as 12 centimeters. This one is 12 and the diameter is given to be 6, that means radius is 3. Now you can use in the formula. So replacing the value, 1 by 3 pi r is 3, so it is 3 square into h is 12 plus 2 by 3 pi r is again 3 the whole cube. Okay, so here what you are getting, 1 3 get cancelled, 12 into 3 which is 36 pi, and the other one will give you, here 1 3 will get cancelled and you have 2 3 is 9 into, okay, 18 pi. So that you are getting this, that is the volume of the ice cream cone to be how much? It is 54 pi centimeter cube. So the volume of the ice cream cone is 54 pi centimeter cube. Now replacing the values in this, n is equal to, what you will get? Therefore n is equal to 540 divided, 540 pi divided by 54 pi. So pi will get cancelled, this will get cancelled, and you are getting 10. So therefore the number of cones is equal to 10. Okay.